While CNN and the rest of the mainstream media were busy slamming Donald Trump over an 11-year-old video of him having some locker room banter with a friend, WikiLeaks unveiled another wave of emails, this time messages involving John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. These emails alone should have been enough to destroy Clinton's chance of the presidency, but, of course, the mainstream media won't cover it. So that leaves people like me to come out and expose it so the public comes to understand her corruption and devious, despicable, truly evil deeds. A major part of these leaked emails are the partial transcripts from Hillary's paid speeches, which we previously did not have access to. Hillary gets paid hundreds of thousands of dollars by her absurdly wealthy hosts to make each of these speeches. No, seriously, the speaking fees she charges range from $100,000 to $400,000 for each of these speeches. Why does it cost six figures to hear Hillary talk for an hour? Well, because it really doesn't. In reality, these supposed speaking fees are bribes from the multi-billion-dollar companies to ensure that Hillary provides them with political favors when she holds office. Now that we have pieces of the transcripts, we can see what Hillary is willing to say outside of the public eye to appease her benefactors. Here we have part of a transcript from July of 2014 from a speech at Newton Incorporated, who paid Hillary $225,500 to come and speak. She cites that Common Core, the education initiative that has come to be regarded as a miserable flop on the national scale, is a political failure. Yet, 9 months later, she was publicly defending Common Core. In April of 2015, a questioner had asked her, "I think Common Core is a wonderful step in the right direction of improving American education, and it's painful to see that attacked." To which Hillary responded, "That is really a powerful, touching comment that I absolutely embrace. When I think about the really unfortunate argument that's been going around about Common Core, it's very painful, because the Common Core started off as a bipartisan effort. It was actually nonpartisan." So 9 months later, after citing Common Core as a failure, she defends its characterization as a wonderful step in the right direction of improving American education? This flip-flopping is all too common for Hillary, as can be seen with her fluctuating stances on gay marriage, various trade deals, gun control, and even on immigration, a topic on which, may I remind you, she herself stated, "I voted numerous times when I was a senator to spend money to build a barrier to try to prevent illegal immigrants from coming in, and I do think you have to control your borders." Hillary will say anything to appease her current audience. For her, votes have always mattered much more than maintaining and following through with sound, consistent policies. In a 2013 speech to the National Multi-Housing Council, which she was paid $225,000 to make, Hillary stated, "But if everybody's watching, all the backroom discussions and the deals, then people get a little nervous, to say the least. So you need both a public and a private position." A public and a private position, huh? So can we really trust anything that Hillary says publicly if that is a completely different position from which she hides behind closed doors when she's making her backroom deals? When she speaks at her barren rallies or on the debate stage, what policies does she actually believe in, and which does she just maintain to look good in the public eye? In a 2013 speech to the CME group, which she was again paid $225,000 for, Hillary stated, "So when somebody runs for and asks for your vote who tries to set him or herself kind of above that political process, the democratic process, that person should not earn your vote. And in addition, they should not earn your contribution. Trying to set oneself above the democratic process? You mean like when Hillary colluded with the Democratic National Committee to ensure that Bernie Sanders would lose? Hillary did not adhere to the political process. Everyone and their mother knew that Bernie was the more popular option. So cheating Hillary and the corrupt DNC had to work together to interrupt the democratic process to manufacture a victory for herself. So, by her own logic, Hillary should not earn any one of your votes." In a $400,000 2014 speech to the Jewish United Fund Advance and Major Gifts Dinner, Hillary stated, "So now we," referring to the United States of America, "are in a worse position than we were in the 90s. That's funny, because over the past year, Hillary and Barack Obama have been trying to debunk Donald Trump's Make America Great Again rhetoric by telling the American public that America is doing great and our prospects for the future are better than ever. Since such a strong supposition of the Trump campaign is that America is struggling and must get better, Hillary, who intends to be a third-term Obama by most accounts, must run counter to Trump by claiming that America is doing fantastic and that everything's perfect." Let's put it this way. If you think America is totally sunshine and unicorns and rainbows, then maybe Hillary is your candidate. But if you live in reality and think things aren't perfect right now and could use some improvement, Trump's your guy. Here's another ironic twist. In 2013, the Goldman Sachs Group, those ultra-elitist bankers that no one likes, paid Hillary $225,000 to make a speech which included this tidbit. I would like to see more successful business people run for office. I really would like to see that because I do think, you don't have to have $30 billion, but you have a certain level of freedom. And there's that memorable phrase from a former member of the Senate: "You can maybe be rented, but never bought." And I think it's important to have people with those experiences. That sounds like a fantastic endorsement for Donald Trump if I've ever heard one. But in this election, one of Hillary's biggest criticisms of Trump is that he lacks experience. Oh, and it's also important to note that this isn't Hillary's only speech for Goldman Sachs. In 2013 alone, she spoke for Goldman Sachs 3 times and accrued $775,000. Not bad for just 3 speeches. But now we're going to get to the really down and dirty, as here we have a terrifying statement from Hillary in a $225,000 2013 speech to ITAU BBA USA Securities. "My dream is a hemispheric common market with open trade and open borders, sometime in the future with energy that is as green and sustainable as we can get it, powering growth and opportunity for every person in the hemisphere." Open borders? This is a scary endorsement for globalism. Hillary does not care about illegal immigration. Heck, she has stated that she wants to increase the number of Syrian immigrants by 550%. No borders means no country. It compromises the economic welfare and physical safety of country citizens at the expense of financial gain for big corporations and the corrupt politicians on their bedside. Globalism is an extremely dangerous policy that would surely lead to a dark future for the common people of the world. Most of us probably think of radical Islam and ISIS as our number one enemy right now, but really the biggest threat to people around the world may in fact be globalism. For a better understanding of globalism, I highly recommend you watch this video produced by the Rebel Media and the lovely Lauren Southern. Want to see more of Hillary and her campaign's horrible exploits and transgressions? This isn't even the worst of the Podesta emails. This is just what Hillary has said in private speeches for her benefactors. Like I said in the intro, all this information comes from WikiLeaks. What I have presented here is just a minute fraction of the leak released on October 7th. I highly recommend searching through it yourself and helping to expose Hillary Clinton as the fraudulent, despicable, and dangerous person that she is. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more.